The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like he's okay.
All
right, well, let's move to Money in the Bank. I want to open up with John Cena. He's announced. Go. What's that?
No, I mean, of any of these guys that, started.
What was that, Benny?
Sullivan is one of the, the most surprising GoFundMes I've seen. Like you said, I mean, the guy's been in wrestling since what, 1971, 72, over 50 years, has been pretty active. I'm sure he's made a lot of money. I was surprised to see the GoFundMe.
Well, me too, for sure. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to work on a couple of different things here. John Cena announcing his retirement, 2025. Thoughts on that?
Mike, as you know, I've always never been a fan of John Cena, the character, and I always rooted against him. But considering the relationship we've grown to have with his father and your love for John Cena, I've reevaluated a lot of things about John Cena. John Cena is the classiest man that has probably ever put on a pair of boots in this business. He is the most loyal man that's probably ever put a pair of boots on in this business. And he probably has the biggest heart of any man I've ever seen put on a pair of boots in this business. He's a really genuine, good person. It's amazing that he is the way he is, considering how famous he is. And the two paths he could have gone down, he went down the right path. He could have easily pulled a Ric Flair with all of his fame and money, and God only knows what that would have led to. But obviously, knowing John Cena Sr., great upbringing, high, strong family value, moral. I saw his press conference afterwards also. I made a point to try to watch that. And he's basically Derek Jeter. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a well thought out, mature, responsible answer. He clearly loves pro wrestling. He's very grateful for it, and more props to him. And this was pointed out also, I think, by Barrett afterwards in the post show conference. The fact that he's going to go on a 30 to 40 date tour, that means house shows. Right, Mike? Right, Benny? That means house shows. That means that John Cena is going to go out blue collar. He's going to go out blue collar the same way he came in. The man gets it. He really gets it, and he deserves every last bit of anything and everything he ever accomplished in this business. It's funny. In some ways, I'm grateful that we started this show 7 years ago to see some of the things behind the scenes, to get a better feel for who they are as people and what they go up against, what tests they pass and what tests they fail. And John Cena is an honor student when it comes to tests. I have nothing but respect for John Cena. But oddly enough, in his comeback, pretty much it depends on who he faces, but I'll probably be rooting against him, because, I don't change as a wrestling fan towards his character, which was a great character, by the way. I don't have to like it to not recognize it's great. I mean, John Cena was always great. He always brought emotion out of me. I hated him, You could say that about a lot of guys. A lot of guys are really good at that. John Cena was just a great performer, great on the mic. Every time they asked him to do something, he did it. Any job they asked him to do, he did it. Some people like to pull he's got a bit of a Hogan card, how he buried certain guys and stuff like that. I don't hold that against him. Whether it's true or not, I wouldn't hold it against him. He worked hard to get to his spot. If he protected his spot from time to time, good for him. It's probably why I don't look at Hogan like he's a douche either. Good for him. That's a physically rough,
let me run this to Benny. Benny, do you think they're going to take that opportunity since he's going to finish out 2025? Are they going to give him that 16th World Championship to
17?
What is it? 16, right, Jimmy and Benny?
Yeah, 17 will break it. They're both tied at 16, Cena and Flair.
I have to.
Right. So will they give him that 17th championship, the call of the death?
I'm going to say yes. I don't see how they don't. I mean, they've gone to the extent, they went to this trouble to have this. I was very surprised to see him. I'm not surprised that he's retiring. It was just a surprise to see him tonight. But yeah, with 30, like Jimmy said, 30 or 40 dates, there's going to be some house shows. I got to believe, even if he wins it and, loses the next night, I do think, and Michael Cole, again, made a point of calling him the greatest of all time. To be the greatest of all time, you got to win that 17th belt. And I think that does happen.
What do you think, Jimmy?
I think it's going to happen.
Wow.
I think it too. And
Wow.
you know how against it I've been in the past, but the way I saw everything developing tonight, I think it's going to happen. But more importantly, let's go a little deeper. Guess who's going to do the job for him?
Dwayne?
Can you guess?
Who?
No guesses? Okay.
Rock?
No.
Roman Reigns?
No.
Roman Reigns?
CM Punk.
Punk.
CM Punk's going to do the job for him.
Wow.
Yeah, I could hear it between the lines of CM Punk's post conference. I could hear I could read between the lines of what he was saying, and he was saying that him and Cena are Batman and Superman basically, and that he's not done with him. He wants to. I think he wants to work with him, and I think he wants to be the one to give him that moment, because after all, and I know you know this for sure, Mike. And I'm sure you remember this too as well, Benny. Who made CM Punk besides CM Punk's pipe bomb? Who made CM Punk? John.
Cena elevating him.
This is going to be a return receipt, and it's going to be beautiful. By the way, the fans won't reject it, and that will have a lot to do with the fact that it is John's last time. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and memories will come to the forefront, whether you love him or hate him, and you will respect him. And he will have a great finale, and he will have it with another great, a much different kind of great, a much more rebellious, less company loyal kind of great, but still a great. And they'll complement each other beautifully. Punk will obviously play a heel, and it will work. It will work, and we'll have that amazing, huge marquee matchup one last time. I can see it happening. I think it's good for business, Mike. We always talk about business. If John's going to go for his final run and try to win the belt, if that's the plan, after all, he's in the Royal Rumble. Is he there to lose it? Could be, but sometimes things that are obvious.
You are writing a script way ahead of time, man. But yeah, I think if they're going to make him finish out 2025, they've got to finally, to cement him as one of the all-time greats. Not that he's not there already. All right.